Alright, boom. Check me out. You've been playing games for 24 hours straight. You have low iron because you ain't eat nothing, and you got Lil Woozy on the steps and you cracked your head on the bottom stair. Now you're a 5-year-old brat in a new world. What would you do? But overall, I actually am curious on what would y'all do if you just fell down some stairs and ended up in a whole new world. But let's get into the real topic of this episode. Is the missed out manga. The world of Otome games is tough for a mod created by Yomu Mishima. Now this is originally a light novel series, but of course it's got its manga adaptation. I haven't heard any news about an anime adaptation, but I'll keep on the lookout just for y'all. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to talk about in this series is, of course, the world, just like last time. Alright, so we're actually in the world of the video game that our character's playing. Now, it's not the video, he's not in the video game, he's just in the world of it. It starts off in the royal capital, whole fourth kingdom, where it's basically floating islands all around the entire planet. And of course, it's mainly royalty. We're very in the Victorian age and everything like that. Alright, I'm not even gonna lie to you, this is probably like my favorite part of the manga because we're gonna talk about the conflicts. And the conflicts is mostly a bunch of spoiled ass, punk ass, annoying ass, wannabe rich ass, wanna be like my daddy ass brats who think they own everything and run everything because they daddy got money and they daddy a baron or a king or a knight. Yeah, it's all that bullshit. Like, nah, I don't care about what your pockets or your father's pockets run them hands. But at the same time, this is the eat the rich story, you feel me? Alright, but now we're going to talk about the main character. This is Leon Bartford. He's the character who fell down flat on his face down the stairs. He's a neat, smart-ass, snarky, slightly caring, but an overall asshole, and I love him. This is Olivia. She's actually one of the main protagonists inside the game that he's originally playing, but he's now in the world. She's kind-hearted, optimistic, shy, and genuine. She's always watching Leon's back, no matter what. And this is Angelica. Originally, she is the villainess of the story. She's supposed to be down and mean and rude and crude, but overall, Leon changes her because he's in the world now, which changes the whole dynamic of the actual story. Alright, boom. So right now, we're actually going to talk about the story. Now, I'm not going to spoil too much because I don't want y'all to, you know what I'm saying, get your feet wet when it comes down to this manga. If you like asshole type man characters, you're going to love this story, but let's get into it. And now we're basically going to be talking about the prologue of the story before our main character branches out into his own thing. Now, he knows he's in an Otome game before he starts growing up, and 10 years has officially passed by, and he knows exactly what he needs to do to make sure he has a comfortable life. There is no going back to Japan. But his stepmom, bitch, who tries to set him up for failure and overall just tries to get him killed by sending him off to war by marrying into a new family who's a military family and sets all the men to war. But he's like, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm about to become an adventurer, and dad, I need your help. So his father sets him up on a boat. He knows the cheat codes of the game because he remembers everything about it. Goes off into the basically cheat level of the story, and it doesn't give him any superpowers or anything like that, but it does help him get money, which is the root of this world right here. It's that cash flow. Comes back home and rubs it in his stepmother's face, and we're going to talk about this main character even more. Alright, now we're going to talk about why this might be for you. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to my main characters, I like a little bit of realism, and I also like when they kind of an asshole and not this goody-goody two-shoes. Now, Leon himself is probably the biggest reason why you should read this story. He's a straight asshole. He is an opportunist. He basically knows how these people act. He knows how everybody in this story is going to play out because guess what? He's played the entire game through and through. He knows that all these kids are spoiled ass brats who rely on mommy and daddy's money, and he treats them as such, and that is why I love this shit so heavy. Alright, so basically wrapped up for the story. Now let's get into the overview. So currently, this is an ongoing manga. There's 28 chapters, and of course the other adaptation is the light novel series that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Now, I haven't heard about any anime adaptations yet, but I will make sure to keep a lookout for y'all, come back, let you know. Might even do a slept on anime series, who knows? But stick around because I got one more surprise before I go.